And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Put your thumbs up and say it's Tickety Boo.
Tickety Boo.
Tickety Boo, Tickety Boo, everything's Tickety Boo.
Tickety Boo, son. Tickety Boo.
Tickety Boo.
Hello and welcome to Tickety Boo. I'm Andy and I'm here with Iona and Anne, and today we're going to discuss doing life without an instruction manual. We don't come with one, and most of the time we're either winging life and just trying to figure it out. But imagine that we did have this big, thick, heavy book and we could open it and it read on the first page, "Hello human, welcome to life, this is how it works." And it got me thinking, if there was a manual when we were born, what would actually be in it? Because that would probably be a bit too easy, wouldn't it? We have to figure out by ourselves the best way we can. And we all know life can be hard at some times, but I think in some kind of ways it's sort of meant to be. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this in previous episodes, haven't we? About looking back, going through things, going through adversity. Resistance creates strength. Adversity creates resilience, doesn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, I have to say, as a parent, I would have loved an instruction manual for myself.
Oh yeah, that is the one. Yeah, no one.
I wouldn't mind one now for my teenager as well.
Yeah, that is a good point, isn't it? A parenting manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed, and also we see children raised in the same family with the same rules, apparently, turning out so different or relating to it so differently, and it's definitely navigating.
I'm the eldest child.
I'm the eldest.
I'm the youngest.
Oh.
Okay. So my opinion is, as the eldest child, the parents kind of use like a beta test on how to parent. And then when the youngest comes along, they've kind of cracked the code a little bit.
I think they're too tired to care, honestly.
Yeah, I think there's some truth in that.
Yeah. Have you ever spoken to your siblings about experiences of childhood, theirs versus yours? Do you think they were different, or?
I think they were the same, but we just have really different personalities. My sister and I are like polar opposites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We look at situations completely different. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I was to have a manual, the first page would be troubleshooting. Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
How to deal with things when everything feels like it's going completely wrong.
Yeah.
And it would probably say in bold letters, stop trying to fix everything. Anchor yourself in the moment. Focus on what you can control and practice a little bit of self-compassion.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Definitely. Self-compassion, self-responsibility, and also... Well, I'd probably throw the instruction manual out, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. You know me, it's like,
I
want to do it my way and make it up as I go.
Do you read
I
instructions?
was going to say, it's like the building the furniture. Do you even bother reading it?
I'm like the classic bloke. Yeah, instructions until I get stuck.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and read the instructions, or I'll skip the first few pages, especially on something like building furniture. And then you realise half the table's upside down. You're like, should have really read the manual.
No, I would read it front to back and take notes.
Oh, really?
I do know. With building furniture, I like to make sure I've got all the pieces and all the bits. So I will do that little picture and put them out. But that's because I've been caught out before.
Yeah.
With bits missing.
Bits missing, and it's not that I have extra bits. So yeah, so I do, but that's something I've learned because I have, battled through and built big pieces of furniture from.
So I'm hearing you wouldn't want your life manual to look like IKEA instructions.
No.
Hopefully we don't get sued by IKEA for this one, because half the time I open those instructions, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Yeah. Okay. So for me, second in the manual, I think it would have been really useful for me to know at as early age as possible is that your brain will lie to you.
Yes, that's crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your brain will lie to you, will try to also keep you safe, even though there's no tigers to run away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
But it lies to us and wants to keep us safe. It tries to keep us, sometimes keeps us trapped. So when we've talked about being curious and letting go and embracing the challenges, like that's important.
It is huge. Yeah, I think a lot of my life was lost to, well, I've thought it, so therefore it must be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many missed opportunities, have gone because of, brain goes, oh, don't do that because the world will end and it'll all be a disaster and you'll lose all your money and you'll live in a shack on the side of the road and nobody will talk to you and you'll not be able to eat. That brain wanted to bring us back to safety or familiarity,
Yeah.
even if that's miserable.
And if it's unsafe, because our brain loves what's familiar. That's what it recognizes.
Yeah, even if that sucks.
Yeah, even if it sucks on whatever level.
Yeah, and it will also always tell you things are much worse than they really are.
We have a negativity bias.
Yeah.
So it's really, that needs to be in there. Like we need to be aware of that we do have a negativity bias.
Yeah.
I can kind of see my life in like two versions. The version of me before I
Right.
realised all this and the version of me after. And it's like two different people. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So,
And 2.0.
Yes, exactly.
so do you feel that for a proportion of your life, your thinking determined the quality of your life?
Completely. And
Yeah.
looking back now, I can see so clearly how the mind just influenced so much of my decisions. And
Yeah. I think I spent a lot of my life thinking my mind was was my enemy. It was against me, not for me. And actually, when I realized that actually what my brain very often likes to do is show me the worst case scenario. And it feels so uncomfortable because actually it's so set back from the reality of the situation. It very rarely has it thought, and it's been very closely aligned to the reality. It's been the complete contrast to it. Does that kind of resonate with you? And when I learned to sort of work my mind a bit and go, okay, thanks for showing me the worst case scenario, but there's like 101 other probabilities between that and then. And I think this is a fairly safe bet, but thanks, message received, but it's not going to be followed. Because here's what tends to happen when you ignore the thought, it goes away.
Yeah.
But I think what we do is we jump inside the thought, we then start a conference,
we believe it.
believe it,
Yeah.
full-blown risk assessment. Next we're catastrophizing and we're
We're solving a problem
it's not even there. And it's like the negative part of my brain created this thought of this worst case scenario. So I'm now going to use the same part of that brain to try and fix the problem that created the problem.
Yeah.
So it's like jumping out the shower and trying to dry yourself with a wet towel.
But there is a purpose. It is trying to
positive
keep you
intent.
safe. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's realising that just...
Yeah. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's accurate or true.
For those of us who are a little bit impulsive,
I
doesn't mean it's the thing to do. That first thought is like, oh, I'm going to do that. I've done so many things impulsively. So, a lot have turned out well, not all. And even my son, like, he's very aware how impulsive I am. And he's like, you don't want to do that.
I think a lot of people really get themselves in quite dark places and find themselves struggling because they start to think, I shouldn't be thinking like this. There is something wrong with me. Where in reality, all of our brains do this. How many times you've been walking, I don't know, on the edge of a cliff or really high up and the brain goes, I wonder what it'd be like if you fell off that. And I don't even want to be thinking that. And then people think there's something wrong with them. I get people in the therapy room. One that really jumps out of my mind was a fairly young guy who came in to see me, really struggling with anxiety over a thought he had. So he was babysitting his nephew and he was holding his nephew and his brain went, I wonder what would happen if we dropped the baby. He had zero intention of dropping the baby, but he was that upset that he had the thought. He thought the thought could become a probability and there was something wrong with him.
That would happen to me all the time when I was, and I've had 3 babies and never dropped one of them. So
Yeah.
but I would think like, what if I drop this baby?
Yeah. And actually, what I think in that moment is your brain is showing you what would be the worst case scenario here. But just because you
constantly
thought
looking,
it,
yeah.
But he was like, oh my God, I'm so upset. And he was really, really upset that he had this thought. And he goes, there must be something wrong with me because I've thought this. And I'm like, I'm not trying to take away from your distress, but we all have these thoughts. Anybody that says to you, you don't, is lying to you. And our mind is our harshest critic as well, isn't it? Our mind can be absolutely brutal to us. And it's about fostering a better relationship with it, because a lot of the pressure you feel is very often imagined. That's the reality here. And you've got to separate yourself from your thoughts.
You do.
Thoughts aren't.
Yeah.
And sometimes that pressure can come from, we get busy doing all the things and then we start doing too much. So we're busy being busy, then we create this pressure, then and then if we drop any of the plates we're spinning, then we feel like we've failed, and then we haven't stopped to pause to find that peace. Again,
Yeah.
we're coming back to peace and curiosity.
100%. Do you think it would be fair to put in the manual that there'll be times when you don't really feel like you know what you're doing?
Yeah. And to add to that, not everyone has it figured out.
Yeah.
You think other people have it figured out?
I think the first bullet point would need to say, and that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are, or have at some point in life, been winging it. Or as I call it, professionally winging it, where you're like, I'm kind of making this up as I go along, but it feels all right-ish. There is no like, there's the plan. Let's very rarely is there a very clearly defined path in front of you. You just get used to trusting your own instincts a little bit more. Do you think that's probably fair to say? Your intuition?
Yeah, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, definitely.
Intuition's quiet though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And being okay if you do get it wrong. Yeah.
Why are we so obsessed? Because I all think we've got this audience watching, and to be honest with you, most people are wrapped up in their own stuff to be too worried about your stuff. But we're so hell-bent on not failing and not failing in public that what we do is we just suffer in private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people just don't care. They just genuinely don't care. And if you feel uncertain in doing something, that is not a signal that you're off track. Confidence will come from just moving through that phase and actually figuring it out.
Yeah. Well, that is what people think. They need to be confident first, but actually it's in doing, it's in taking action that's where the confidence comes.
I'm like, go out and fail.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that like I want you to fail so I can laugh at you. Go out, and what it really is, if we strip that back, it's go out and learn. You know, if you show me a successful person, I can look in the history, there's failures.
Yeah.
There is a smarter way of doing it. There are clues of shortcut to success by not reinventing the wheel, looking what other people are doing. Don't fall into that comparing yourself, going, well, they seem to have found an ingredient that works. What can I learn from that, and what can I apply? I think we live in a world today where we're really fortunate in that you can pretty much learn to do anything from your mobile phone.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do something, go on YouTube and type it in, and there's some dude or lady there going, here, do this.
I was literally doing that yesterday for updating my website. There was one thing I couldn't do.
Yeah. So it's like, it's okay to not know what you're doing because there are many, many ways that you can figure out how to do it. Does that kind of make sense? I think, it's okay not to have a plan. It's okay to not really know where you're going. It's just stop trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Because you won't know step 5 until you've taken steps 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah, well, if you're
they'll
reading a
reveal
book
themselves,
and you're in chapter 1, if you read it properly, you don't skip chapter 2 and 3 to go and find out what happens in chapter
Again,
4. It doesn't
how
make
much
sense.
learning you'll miss.
You'll miss a crucial whodunit bit.
Yeah.
Who done it bit, what's the setup and all the rest of it. You're meant to go through the chapters, even if some of those chapters aren't great, are full of adversity or failure or uncertainty. Before we wrap this episode, are there any other rules that you guys think should go into the manual about life?
Handle with care. choose your words.
I like that.
I could wrap myself up in bubble wrap at times in life. Handle with care. Or was it don't turn upside down?
Fragile.
Yeah.
Fragile. What about you?
Be careful. Beware.
Of?
Just me.
I think like your mobile phone, we could do with a factory reset.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like when you've put too many apps on the device and
Yeah.
it's all gone a bit
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
slow and not
I'll claim
working
that one.
right. Doing that factory reset, where a reset is actually stopping, looking what's there, and creating space, removing some
And
things,
edit.
Edit, yes.
and edit. Yeah, I think factory reset. Because I think all the other stuff, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, you need to just go out and learn that. You can't skip. There is no skip button to get to the education.
No, that's true.
You just need to do it. All right. That's a good one. Kind of enjoyed that episode. Yeah. Short manual. I don't think you need too many things in the manual because you'll not read it.
Yeah.
A quick summary, 3 or 4 things on the front page, I think would probably do it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
And go out and explore each one.
Yeah.
Find out for yourself.
Go out, get it wrong and learn.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Embrace failure. Okay, brilliant. Well, as always, thank you very much for listening, and we look forward to catching up with you in the next episode.